We all have been dreaming of becoming a superhero at least for some time, right? If someone hasn't, then most probably this person absolutely doesn't know how to dream. Therefore, today I want to fill our fantasies with cool superhero things, taken from movies, cartoons or comics. So today there will be stuff that will fit every taste. Therefore, you like, subscribe to the channel, and I will start. Let's go! I think every person has ever been a devoted fan of Tony Stark. After all, the opposite situation is not even possible, as Tony is a true genius of our time. You can make a whole museum based on his inventions. Besides, each new costume is a whole work of art. I wonder how every detail can be created so well. And isn't that a talent? But come on, I'm here not for praising someone who is already admired by billions of people around the world. I'd rather show you Stark's Infinity Gauntlet. It is a handmade accessory that contains 6 Infinity Stones. Each of these stones can be taken out and rearranged in another slot. In addition, the stones have a glow. I wonder if this hand is also strong. Now, all those who shed a tear while watching the Terminator, write about it in the comments. As for me, I did. I was so imbued with the main character that I could not even restrain myself. Yes, and this is not surprising. Speaking of Terminator, here I have a realistic mask using which everyone can feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It darkens one part of the face so that it gives the impression of scars and bloody marks. Besides, they used metal parts as it should be with real cyborgs. And the most important thing that I have almost forgotten is that there is also a luminous eye. Next in line is a miniature DeLorean, a time machine from the fantastic franchise Back to the Future, based on the DeLorean DMC12. It has amazing details which are not inferior to the ones from the film. There are opening and closing doors, a luminous dashboard, well-designed seats, a lot of wires, coils and other small details that create a special atmosphere. In this regard, everything is done to the highest standard. But do you know what the main feature of the car is? It is levitation. For this, you need to use a special stand. Just imagine the face of a lover of this universe when he's given a car like this. Yes, his happiness would know no bounds. And it can be fully understood, because the car is really very cool. I just want to see it at my workplace every morning, afternoon or evening, to be inspired and just to watch it when there is nothing to do. Leave a like if you think the same. You just check out this costume. It's something incredible. I can't even imagine how much time it took to make it. In any case, I tip my hat to the creator as it has come out amazing. As I have understood, this is some kind of transformer or something like that, as the parts seem to be assembled into another design. Whoever it is, the creature can talk and loves to talk about engine oil rain. It also said that it was missing its planet very much, referring to the fact that there was a different atmosphere. What did he like about our Earth? Most likely our traffic jams. Exactly. I also noticed that he has a huge double-edged sword in his hands. I hope this is not a bad sign. Do you know what creature scares me the most? Venom. When I remember his huge mouth full of teeth and a long tongue, it immediately makes me shiver. And here is such a realistic model. It seems that the one who created this has a completely different opinion and finds something cute in such an alien creature. I wonder how long Venom's tongue is. 1 meter? It seems I'm right. In any case, it's really huge and very unpleasant. And this is the helmet of the AntMan. Have any of you ever heard of it? As for me, I see it for the first time, but I can say he has a cool helmet. I don't know why, but it reminded me of a Mandalorian one. Do you have the same associations? It's made in gray and red colors, it has a convex front part, eyes closed with dark lenses, and there are protruding sticks on the sides, which resemble antennas. A distinctive feature of the helmet is the blue backlight, which gives it an interesting look. Well, I think it's still worth exploring the character a bit. Any kid knows who Captain America is. And not only children, all adults know him too. Sometime back, when I was looking for some interesting stuff, I came across a miniature version of the hero's shield. It's the size of a palm, even smaller. In terms of color and detail, everything is very accurate and beautiful. There are even hand straps. After all, the shield should not be just held by the edge, so the model turned out to be too much realistic. The only thing is I don't know how strong it is. And this is the helmet included in the T-51 Power Armor set. Do you know where it is from? From Fallout, you're right. The armor itself is made of a composite polylaminate. Its outer shell is light enough to absorb over 2,500 joules of kinetic force. The 10-micron thick silver coating is capable of reflecting laser and other radiation emissions without damaging the composite layer. The eye slits of the helmet are made of bulletproof glass and protect the wearer from any projectiles. The suit also includes a waste recycling system that can convert human waste into drinking water, increasing survivability. This is a very interesting thing. Looking at the helmet from our video, you can get the impression that this is a real helmet from the game. It is so big and perfectly made. I can't find words to describe it. As I have understood, this is a Dr. Transformer. It is an unusual costume, no doubt about it. It looks spectacular. I especially like the dark green shade, which is the main one here. I haven't seen something like this for quite a long time. I just wonder about the machine gun in his hands and the grenades on his torso. But maybe this is just a disguise. Then, it turns out, this is a villain in front of us, not a doctor, am I right? I'm a little bit confused about these Transformers. By the way, it even makes some sound. It's impossible to describe what they look like, just something unreal. Next in line is 38 Iron Man armor, codenamed Iger. Yes, Iger! What's so strange about that? It specialized in lifting heavy objects and was a part of the Iron Legion. The suit differs not only in its shape and in a set of smart functions, but also in color. You see that it is blue. Honestly, it's very unusual for me to see something like this, but it is worth saying that it is interesting. I would like to buy it myself as a keepsake. Wow, and this is a shish kebab, melee weapon from Fallout 4. It is a handicraft development of post-apocalyptic gunsmiths. It's a katana with a mounted compact fuel tank with an ignition system. When activated, the blade is engulfed in flames, which can damage more. As for me, this modification looks very cool, and its real-life version is even cooler. This flaming blade is something. I even wanted to start playing Fallout. And what about you? Even a person who has never watched Transformers knows who Bumblebee is. Even the adults who are already over 20 like to hang out with the Autobot at their birthday parties and are filled with joy when they see him. So he has a huge fan base. And for the true fans of Bumblebee, I have prepared a thematic column, which at the same time is a detailed helmet with glowing eyes. The power of such a device is 3 watts. It has Bluetooth 4.1 support, a USB port and a memory card slot. The battery charge is enough for 6 hours of offline mode. Whomsoever takes up this blade shall wield power eternal. Just as the blade rends flesh, so must power scar the spirit. Have you already guessed what we're going to talk about now? Yes, about frostmourne. This is a rune blade that Ner'zhul, who has the Lich King, kept away from the Frozen Throne, in the hope that his future, unsuspecting master Arthas Menethil would discover it on the continent of Nordoscola. Perhaps its authors were inspired by Excalibur, which is the legendary sword of King Arthur. Just see, both blades endow their wielders with great power. Both have inscriptions on their pedestals, as well as their famous wielders. Arthur and Arthas have similar names. And what do you think? Write in the comments if you would like to have the same blade for yourself. What kind of thing is this? Come on, experts, tell us in the comments who owns this helmet. I haven't seen this before. I can only share my ideas. It reminded me of some kind of an insect or an alien creature, but definitely not a person. The helmet has a glowing orange element in the center, as well as the red flashing lights on the sides. It is completely white and has sharp edges. Besides, the helmet can open up, and this process looks a bit intimidating. I just wonder whose it is. Next in line is a cool 3D lamp in the style of Captain America's shield. And to be more precise, it looks like a shield imprinted into the wall. It is beautifully illuminated and looks amazing at night. 3D is achieved due to the sticker that creates some cracks. It will be funny to watch the reaction of the guests, who will seriously believe that the lamp is installed into the wall. In any case, such a device looks great and creative, and it also reflects the love to the character. I'll be back. Oh yes, probably everyone remembers this legendary phrase. I wonder if I managed to say it as brutally as Schwarzenegger. I really hope so. And if not, well, I'll train more. In the meantime, let's take a better look at the fantastic T-800 statue. In case you don't know, the T-800 is the Terminator robot. He was sent from the future to 1984 to destroy Sarah Connor. Remember? And Schwarzenegger himself is just his skin covering. The T-800 is based on a titanium alloy frame, which in general terms mimics the human skeleton. It does not have built-in weapons. That's why it uses people's weapons. You know, this piece of iron looks really hinky. Just look at those long arms, and the red eyes, and some processors in the head. It's very creepy but cool stuff. This should be put in a prominent place though that everyone will envy, especially Terminator fans. Well, that's all friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and goodbye for now.